Hey there, hope everyone's doing well. Just cleansing. Hope you guys are doing your cleansings, your clearings, your intentions. Very important. All right, let's ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light, and so it is, and so it will be. All right, so these are really big. Let's get these kind of freshened up. So this is the Archangel Power Tarot deck. If you want to know what deck it is, it's a great deck. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's get into the message for us today. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. The Wheel. New beginnings, ends of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. The Emperor, representing stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and having ambitious plans. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Jeremiel, the World card, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. That's Archangel Michael. Wow. All major arcana, four major arcanas right out of the gate. This is like a heavy presence of the divine here. This is also like understanding like the cycles of life and where you are in your cycle. And it's saying that like something is ended as far as a cycle and there's new beginnings. And if there were delays, like those are clearing. All right, so there's a change. Okay, so change is important. And it's like in a direction, okay? And it's gonna offer lots of happiness, specifically when it comes to like stability and efficiency and being able to take charge of a situation and make plans and execute. Okay, the Emperor, you know, is going to make sure things get executed. Okay. And then this is really something that's for the highest and greatest good, right? Things coming full circle here. And it's as a result of like the spiritual growth and insight that's been gained. Okay. Because I'm getting like this is as a result of something learned, okay? Something really important was learned here, okay? Look at bottom of the deck is the Lovers, okay? We all have free will choice. So make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments and the power of love, okay? So I feel like that's something that you learned was just how strong the power of love is, okay? And this is Archangel Raphael. Beautiful. Look at 6 of Wands below that. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. That's amazing. Wow, what a beautiful message. I'm so proud of you guys. Woo! Look at the Magician. Raziel, Archangel Raziel, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Another major arcana. Major life lessons playing out here. Look at Ace of Cups. Wow. Temperance. Let's get one more. Look at 3 of Pentacles. Fantastic. Lovers still at the bottom of the deck. This is like a destined partnership here. I feel like you both had to overcome your own personal challenges, okay, and persevere. Like there were certain things that you needed to learn in order to get to this point. And I'm getting like you're being congratulated because it's now time to move on. You're being recognized for all the hard work and dedication you've put into this. I'm getting with this Magician, like now you're back and you're like, it's almost like, again, like learning something really important. There's a skill, right? The Magician is as above, so below. So the concept of creation, the concept of manifestation, the concept of changing something into something else, right? Alchemy, master alchemist. There's a lot here when it comes to the Magician energy. And understanding that like there's a successful beginning here, and it's very much love from the heart space with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. So you may have some strong abilities here. All right, and as a result of that, you attract that, you manifest that. Okay, we have Temperance here, and this is talking about success that comes from an objective compromise, harmonization, self-control, and patience, and forgiving and healing energy. Okay, so this is Archangel Zadkiel. This is Archangel, the Magician is the Archangel Raziel. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner, okay? Which could very much be about like healing energy, okay? Doing things from a place of love. It's like practicing love. Practicing the vibration of love, sharing this, creating from this, okay? I feel like there's a collaboration here, okay? Let's get another row. Knight of Pentacles. There is so much to accomplish, it says. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by somebody kind. This is like, again, something coming in. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. And here's, you know, that energy coming in. All right. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. All right, so that's the energy. Knight of Pentacles. There could be an offer on its way to work with each other. And work on a project. We have the Empress here. Time to act upon your plans. Oh my goodness. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. Wow. And this offer is coming to the Empress. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Cups. 2 hearts dedicate. You know how I keep singing that song? 2 hearts as one, be as one. 2 hearts. It says 2 hearts. Look, I'm choking up. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. That's amazing. Okay, we have an Emperor and an Empress here. So flip it, switch it, you know, blend it, whatever you need to do. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I keep singing that song. It's constantly in my head too. 2 hearts that beat as one. Then the Lovers is on the bottom of the deck as I like I'm singing over here. Make choices from your heart. Deep emotional commitments. The power of love. Yeah. I feel like that's this Ace of Cups. All right. The power of love. and being able to create, okay, and bring balance, peace, and harmony. All right, this is like angelic energy here. Beautiful. You might work with the angelic realm. You might be an angel yourself. You might be a light worker, starseed, you know, those terms, whatever that resonates for you. That is your confirmation. All right, look at Epiphany. This is the Hermit. Joy through spiritual growth. Being a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. So yeah, that's also like, remember yesterday I did, this morning actually, today's earlier reading, I was picking up on the guy that kind of like, I don't know if it's a guy, but what do you call that? Kind of like rite of passage. I'm getting rite of passage. Okay, there's something that you went through and it was for your spiritual growth, and it was like a rite of passage. And as it relates to that, you're now able to be a light to others, okay? And there's answers that come through meditation for you, and you're able to share them, okay? That's what I'm getting with this. This is Archangel Raziel, so this is really tapping into your spiritual gifts and abilities. Like tongue-tied? No, I'm like tongue-tied. What is it? Cat got your tongue? I don't know. 8 of Pentacles. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So you could be learning, okay, for your spiritual growth. And then we have a Page of Swords. An exciting new challenge or something that you're going to be learning. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So you have a new contract coming in. All right. That's beautiful. I feel like you can trust this. It's going to require you to be truthful, have perception, use your analytical skills, and maybe tell it how it is. Okay. I feel like that's part of like the energy that they're wanting to have with you is, you know, sometimes you have to speak truth even when, you know, it's a difficult message. Okay. That's what I'm getting with this Page of Swords. And I feel like this is maybe something you're going to learn about. There's something that you're going to do as far as like your spiritual growth, your developing your wisdom, your knowledge, and there's some sort of contract here. Maybe you're someone who's meant to teach others. I'm also getting that. You could be a spiritual teacher here, a spiritual guide. Okay, so as you learn, you then teach just by your own natural nature. You might get paid to do that in some sort of way. All right, so that's not for everybody, but that could be like, you could be a teacher. You could be, you know, embarking on starting your own type of school, or who knows, like you could be a nurse. You could train nurses, like whatever that is. Leap of faith. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. I feel like whatever you've experienced in life, you are meant to share it in whatever capacity that is. So in that way, I'm getting the teacher. In that way, I'm getting communication. In that way, it's like your voice matters, energy. What you have to say matters, okay? Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart and do what you know gives you joy. All right, that's the wheel. It's like leaving, and this is Archangel Metatron, okay? So all of this was for your growth and development, and now look at where you are. You're right where you want to be, in a position to create your reality. Wow, that rhymed. All right. Beautiful. It's like starting, and it's like you're having a fresh start here. Okay, especially this is the Fool. The leap of faith is clarifying the wheel, right? So it's like the ending and the new beginning. So a fresh start is here after there's some sort of agreement. There's something that you're being asked to consider. It's new and exciting, and you have what it takes. Whatever this is, if it's a contract, make sure you look at it thoroughly. And go within and ask if it's truly for you or not. Look at Two of Swords. Is it for you or not? It will all be better if you just make a decision over analyzing a problem. How about find a compromise? So there's something that you may need to compromise on. And it could have something to do with like what you currently do for work now. And maybe you stepping into maybe a more entrepreneurial role. So it's like the duality, okay? The South and North node here is what I'm getting with this Two of Swords. Or you may have to choose over someone or something, obviously. But it is like clarifying the Emperor. So it's like taking charge of a situation and having ambitious plans. It's like, this is, you know, is this for you? Yes or no? Let's see. Maybe it's a change in direction. We come hearing about that. So whatever that is for you in your life, I feel like they're asking for you to take that leap of faith. Okay. And you do have what it takes to succeed. And so maybe that's like the back and forth, you know, from your higher self and your ego and that inner battle, right? I guess you'll never know unless you try. That's what I'm getting. And then I have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You'll never know unless you try. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So I'm getting like embarking on something new, taking a bow, okay, closing something out. Yeah, you're finally free and there's new opportunities here that you're embarking on. Like legit, there's a boat. All right. I feel like putting the past behind you. So I feel like you're going to be able to take a bow because it's like play is over. Thank you. Thank you. Take that bow. That's cool. Yeah. And then we have a Knight of Cups, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Ooh, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Yeah, there's so much that's gone on, and now you're like fresh on the scene. It's like that. It's like you're gonna be like fresh on the scene, and you have so much wisdom now. Like, look at these two unicorns. Okay, like so much wisdom. So much knowledge. This also can represent like a union coming together, okay? Two of Swords, like and it's almost like a mirror, okay? So I feel like maybe this is who this Emperor is to this Empress, is the mirrored soul or twin flame, or there's something between these two here and over here. And then we have this Knight of Cups, romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. Okay. Heads up. Incoming. Let me take this one. Seven of Pentacles. You've invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. This is a Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings, right? This is reaping what you've sown. And you've really invested in yourself. Sevens talk about that personal growth and development. Okay, then we have the Seven of Cups. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Okay, that's clarifying the Ace of Cups. A new positive emotional experience. Fulfilling romantic relationships. Deep and lasting spiritual insights. Okay, so this could be, I'm getting like this is, you know, it's very centered around like a wishing well. And so maybe this is about your manifestations, okay? Put out what you wish to desire and trust that it will return back to you, okay? Because you're in this vibration of love. And this is following the magician, okay? So this is what you're manifesting. So put your prayers out there, okay? Because your prayers are heard, okay? There's a lot of water here, right? So water holds memories, okay? And emotions, our feelings. Solutions is the temperance, and then I have the Four of Pentacles here. When you give, you also receive, right? I was just talking about, you know, you're putting out that beautiful vibration. Being resistant to change, however, extremes in how you save or spend money. So there very much could be a need of like restraint when it comes to things. Maybe there's something that you're holding on to, or there's a money wound here that might need to be worked on a bit. Maybe ask your spiritual team to guide you on how to take that and work through it. This is about self-control and patience too. Forgiving and healing energy. So maybe there's some things that you need to compromise on, but I'm also getting like when you give, you also receive. So I feel like you're in a receiving mode at this time, and you're working on maintaining balance here with temperance. Might be transmuting energy, might be healing at this time. Okay, because temperance also is like energy that transmutes, okay, and harmonizes. Talks about moderation. Divine guidance. This is the Hierophant, Archangel Sandalphon. Look at that. This talks about the search for meaning in life, considering an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. This is what I was picking up earlier. I feel like you're going to be collaborating, okay, working with others, and this is clarifying that, saying, yeah, it has something to do with like you being around those that, you know, you have things in common with, maybe even wise teachers or friends. So, you know, there's a deeper relationship here, specifically about what you're learning and grasping in life. And I feel like the changes you've made in your lives have impacted every facet of your life. So, you know, there is something that you're doing that is more like an alternative approach. And so I feel like this might be some sort of initiative, project, or hobby, or just something you do is a bit alternative, but it's by design, okay? And you tap into and surround yourself with like-minded folks, okay? We have new beginnings here. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving, compassionate review of the past. Yeah, so this is like moving on to that next chapter of your life, and you know, you contributing to society in a really big way, and you could be working with others to do it. You know, it talks about personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. It's like working with others in like a co-op manner, okay? And then I have strength, Archangel Ariel. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Yeah, I'm getting like this is like, you know, the angel coming to console the lion and the lion coming to protect the angel. It's kind of like that's what this Knight of Pentacles is. It's almost like I'm getting a knight in shining armor. Okay. That's sweet. Da, da. That would be a charge. No, we don't want to charge. Okay, lovers, yeah. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Okay, so yeah. This is beautiful, you guys. There's that Three of Wands. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Empress. Time to act on your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. And they're saying prosperity rises from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Remain optimistic. That is so cool. Yeah. Huh. being watched over by someone kind. It says there's so much to accomplish, right? This Knight of Pentacles. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. And then it says strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Okay. What's the Hermit? Hermit energy. Let's see. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Be a light to others so that you can help them understand that negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Five of Swords. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Release yourself from what holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Ten of Swords. A situation has ended. You're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. It says, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So this is about releasing that past, okay? Put the past behind you, okay? Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Six of Pentacles. Any other final messages? Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. A gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this. Wow. I feel like regardless of the challenges, you have the ability to see through the illusions and create your desired outcome, okay, with this Ace of Wands. All right, and it's clarifying here that you are going to be successful. You've done a wonderful job. And as a result, there's going to be a new project. Okay, so whatever you're working on, I feel like you're starting to receive support, which is beautiful, whatever that means to you. It could represent a promotion or some sort of recognition of some kind. Huh. Let's see. Look at time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I don't think it gets any better than this, y'all. I think this is the most beautiful reading we've had in such a while now. I mean, as far as like the content, the support, the high vibrational messaging here, understanding that, like, you know, life is about the ebb and flow. And I love seeing that in the growth here that we've all made as a group, that we are making as a group. I feel like we all play our part. And they would say the grand tapestry, right? I'm getting like, there's so much that you're contributing to, and it's, you know, it's all for the greater good. And I feel like you're very much on your way. Okay. I feel like you're doing amazing. And this looks really promising. Time for a celebration. All right. Abundant rewards for your hard work. Release yourself from anything that, you know, it doesn't serve you. Okay. Beautiful. And there is stuff that doesn't serve you, and you know this. So it's like letting you know that they know you know, and they know that you're making the choices that are best for you, and to not second guess yourself. Okay. And if you need clarification, if you need support, ask for it. Ask for your spiritual team to share a message with you, right? So that you know that the direction you're going is what you're intending for your highest and greatest good, right? There's numerous ways in which we can receive that yes and no, and that communication and things like that. So we all receive messages in many different ways. So, you know, someone's way is not better or worse than your way, okay? Make sure you focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release any feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. All right, so your worry is unnecessary. So focus on what you want and desire and release the rest. All right, so that's our messages today. I hope this message finds who needs it, and I'm sending lots of love out there. And I'll see you on the next reading.